What can go wrong? Issues with online schools. It seems as though everywhere you look, evidence of technology advancements are apparent, especially in education. The new look of education is online access. Two major aspects of trouble found in online education are the issues concerning accreditation and retention. Accreditation of schools is the voluntary process of self-regulation which is accepted by an educational institution. Accreditation means being fully accepted or sanctioned institution that guarantees that a school meets all prescribed legitimate requirements, educational excellence, programming, and facilities. Many states accrediting organizations do not have the guidelines governing accreditation practices. Accreditation is an indication of a respectable traditional online institution and critical feature in selecting a school. Accreditation issues. Educational institutions without accreditation may begin the accreditation process that is commensurate to their institution's established goals and objectives. Non-accredited institutions must be able to exhibit that they have specific quality characteristics as a prerequisite before the institution is permitted to become members as an accredited association of institutions. One of the biggest problems with accreditation in schools is the transitioning of schools from public to charter or changing of school names and supporters. Schools can lose accreditation due to A, bad performance audits, B, financial issues, C, poor test scores, D, poor attendance, E, inadequate accountability. I'm going to name for you one unfortunate encounter. A Milwaukee student that graduated from an accredited charter school that lost its accreditation along with way, thus making the lady's diploma worthless. The school was chartered by MPS in 2000, and at the end of 2011 to 2012 school year, the school lost its charter due to a performance audit. Students weren't performing academically. School was having some financial issues. Retention. Because of an open enrollment, it has been stated that it is difficult to maintain accurate retention records at many schools. Results from a 2011 state evaluation conducted in Minnesota found that virtual K-12 students would be school dropouts in comparison to their traditional brick and mortar classmates in the same grades. A news organization in Colorado uncovered information after a 10-month investigation that showed its state had higher dropout rates and turnover rates from students in virtual charter schools in comparison to the traditional schools. Issues with retention. Finding also that within the first year of students attending these schools, the online schools, they would withdraw and return to their traditional brick and mortars, zone schools. In a study conducted on student enrollment in Florida virtual school courses between the years of 2006 and 7 and 2010 and 11, 66% of their students withdrew the first month. In 2011, one of the K-12's oldest and biggest virtual schools lost more than a quarter of its enrolled students during the school year. K-12 promised to provide technology-enabled, individualized learning. Ways to avoid retention issues. There are no surefire ways to prevent retention. It is in the school and its faculty and staff to create programs and relationship with its students and parents that will void off issues with retention in the schools. During 2009 and 10, the U.S. Department of Education analysis showed that there wasn't enough research or studies done to draw an adequate amount of samples for comparison to yield results suitable for use to determine if K-12 virtual students perform better academically versus their traditional brick and mortar classmates. And in conclusion, As much as online access is a blessing, it can also be a curse. The introduction and growth of technology in education is the future of all that is about us. Online education in charter schools were supposed to be the answer to our problem of options in education. We must be conscious of the quick solution. The best thing to do is to carefully investigate our options. Look into every aspect of the schools chosen for our children. Think of school choices the same way one would view buying a house. Take it apart, one section at a time. Someone's future depends on our choices today.